for that gets me up there too. And the final question, would the people in power want this to happen or let this happen? Yeah, it would seem that this small group of people who are really benefiting from our current system would resist leaving it behind. Those people who are in charge of the governments and the banks and the corporations who have this ridiculous amount of financial wealth. And one segment of that group are the people who are working long hours in the day to remain rich, who are under an enormous amount of pressure and stress, who might decide to go with the transition because they've taken a good look at it and they believe it will actually make their lives better. Because all this pressure they're under, the demands on them require all their time, and they know that much of that time should be spent with their kids, their family. They shouldn't be paying someone else to raise their kids. They know that should be their job, and they'd like to be doing it in most cases, I believe, but they don't have time for it. They're trapped in the game like everybody else. Okay, so besides this segment of the people who are in control, there's this other group who are often referred to as the idle rich, who are just living off their money or someone else's money, and they could be the most resistant to this new system, the system that would benefit everyone instead of a few. Well, we would have to make them understand that things would be better for them too. A society without corruption and crime, better. They wouldn't have to worry about criminals breaking into their homes and taking from them or worse things. Wouldn't have to worry about someone kidnapping their children and holding them for ransom. All these terrible things that exist in the monetary system would be gone. And no one will be taking away their houses or their treasured possessions. They can keep all their homes, however many they have. Keep their cars, their yachts, everything. We would sincerely reassure them and make them see that they could continue to live to enjoy the same degree of idleness to which they've become accustomed. Now, it's true that most of them are used to having their maids and their hired help to clean up after them, and now that no one is in servitude to anyone else, well, they might have to do a little bit of cleaning up after themselves. But look, only for a short time, because soon we can get this new crew in there to do that work for them. And I'm talking about Robin ZG400 and the Jesse and Bobby Joe 2.0 cleaning companions. They do it all. They can serve your food and clean your table, wash those dishes. They'll sweep up and vacuum. They can do your laundry. And if you're really finicky, or what's the proper clinical term, anal retentive, about certain things like the way your towels are folded, well, these cleaning companions have settings that can be adjusted for any level of retention. Right here, for instance, I believe Robin's settings are in the full-on anal position. And just look at that precision, that attention to detail. And if that doesn't satisfy you, well, come on, loosen up a little. What if there were a few holdouts, from powerful countries, some of the corrupt tyrants who have big militaries, and they're saying, hey, look here, this is my money. All this, and it's worth a lot. And then we'd say, well, no, not really. We're not using that anymore. Oh, yes, we are. This is worth what I tell you it's worth. And I've got my military behind me to bet. Oh, what? They're not back there? Are you sure? Hold on a second. Damn. Okay, maybe we can talk this over in a more... Are you sure they're not back? And that's how it ends. Because these are just little men with big armies, but when their armies aren't there anymore, well, they're just little men who have no other option but to walk away. And we're seeing that right now in the Middle East, in South America. The armies have come down on the side of the people, and I believe it will be our militaries who, instead of killing us all, will end up saving all of us by refusing to fight their own people. And that's how it ends.